Name of a restaurant in Chinese. It might not work. Is the army turning this thing into a migrant shelter? Why are you guys here? It's a hotel. Why is the army at this hotel?
We're here at the request of the state of New York.
The state of New York has put the army into hotels? What the hell is that about? This is a public hotel, right? What is the army doing in this hotel? Have you guys taken over this hotel? What is?
So you can't
What the fuck is the army doing taking over civilian hotels in the middle of New York City? I can't record. So this is what I'm talking about, people. Do you think those guys are there to help you or me? What is going on?
Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil, and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Akadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and sincerity unto the elect. Shalom. I'm back at you with another lesson, Lord willing, straight to the point of edifying. All right. And something is clearly going on. All right. As you can see in that this video here, the army, okay, is in a hotel, basically took over a hotel in New York City. Okay. And of course, they're not going to tell you, what's going on. They said, I believe it was the State Department, okay, that sent them down there. Okay. But if from watching the video, you see that, you got army personnel at the check-in desk. Okay. And it's just so happenly that we're having an election or quote unquote election. Okay. And honestly, most likely they're preparing for something. Okay. They're preparing for something that they're not going to tell the people, what's going on, because they don't want mass hysteria. Okay. But we know that this devil, Esau, Edom, okay, he has a plan in play, okay, to bring forth this NWO. Okay. He needs to bring forth those draconian measures. All right. He needs chaos so that he can bring the order. Okay. And that's just completely suspicious that you would have the military, okay, in a civilian hotel. Okay. Something weird is going on. Some type of, reconnaissance, maybe, surveillance, and what's crazy is that you don't know how many other, buildings they have like this, hotels like they have like this, that the State Department has taken over. Okay, but something weird is going on. Okay, and that was just random, There's something weird really going on. And we know that this devil's in the midst. Okay. Like I said, we're in the, on the brink of, one of the most biggest elections in Babylon history right now. Okay. Seeing if there is going to even be an election. Okay. And they're speaking and saying basically if there is an election, all right, whoever wins, doesn't matter if it's Trump or Kamala or whoever they set up, okay, that all hell is going to break loose. Okay. And this is what the elites want, and this is what they need. Okay. And all you people, all right, speaking first and foremost to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, who are the true people of the Holy Scriptures, you are the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, you're going to get caught up all in the midst of this, man, for trusting in the shadow of Egypt. Okay. And even the regular everyday Babylonians, okay, hell's going to break loose upon each and every one of y'all, man. Okay. You're the simple that the scriptures are speaking about, man. All right. You're going to be punished for your simplicity. You're going to be punished for your ignorance, man. All right. Let me read this again. Proverbs 22:3 says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil, you see, and hideth himself, all right, under the shadow of Yahweh Shai, under the spirit under the shadow, under the wings of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, you hide yourself in these scriptures. All right, would you cover yourself with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding? Okay, just like, let me grab it real quick. Let me grab this, okay? Because that's what you're gonna need in these days to get through these perilous times, man. Okay, and you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you are not, equipped with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You will be destroyed. Okay, you will get caught up all in the middle of this. You will bow the knee. Okay, you will fall for everything that this devil, pushes forth. All right. Isaiah 33:6, it says, "In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai is his treasure." And that's what's going to keep, the elect stable in the times to come, understanding what is going on. Okay, the elect has the heads up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, by sending his prophets, starting off with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and the brothers on down and the affiliates. All right, and has given them, all right, this wisdom and knowledge, and they have shared it with us. Okay, which now we understand what's going on, all right, via prophecy, all right, and what's going on in the world, and filtering through the scriptures, so we understand where we are in time. And that's going to be the a determining factor in what's to come, is understanding what time you are in. Okay, because our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you have no idea what time you're in. Okay, you constantly still bullshitting, all right, playing around. Okay, living your best life, thinking that Babylon the Great America is gonna continue to last. All right, this country was designed to collapse at some point. Okay, this was a big snare. This was a giant project that was meant to snare and trap, okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. Okay, this place has to fall to bring forth that NWO. Okay, let me grab this scripture. Okay, because Esau's, he's getting ready to come down with that great wrath, man. Ecclesiastes 3:1, it says, "To everything there's a season, and to every purpose under the heaven." So I can read that again. It says, Ecclesiastes 3:1, it says, "To everything there's a season, and a time to every purpose under the sun." So everything has its purpose, and everything has a time. All right, including these prophecies. All right, there's a set time that they are gonna, come to pass. Let me get the point here. Ecclesiastes 3:8, it says, "A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace." And we're clearly in a time of hate and war. And you got all these things going on throughout the earth right now. You got war, you got famine, you got pestilence, the dollar's collapsing, all these, economic woes. People can't pay their bills. Okay, now you have these migrants, taking buildings over, all right, by violence. Okay, all these violent criminals being let into the country to cause, disruption, to cause chaos. Okay, it's about to go down, man. Okay, we're not in the time of love and peace. All right, we're in the time of hate and war. Okay, let me just get this one. All right, 2 Ezra 9:1, it says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made." And the Lord is visiting this world, man. All right, he's visiting the world that he's made. Okay, and the way that you measure the time diligently is by filtering, okay, the things that you've seen going on in the world. All right, on this on the stage, on this mega platform. All right, the things that you're seeing happening in the world, and you're filtering them through the scriptures that would give you an accurate, placement in time. Okay, so you know how to operate. Okay, the majority of our people, you're going to operate in complete fear and in confusion, and you're going to make the wrong decisions. All right, which is going to lead to your destruction. Okay, because you're too busy being ignorant. You're too busy, wanting to live your best life, wanting to live the life that Esau Edom has given unto you. all right, instead of trying to serve the Lord to the best of your ability, okay, because judgment is coming and this place is about to fall, okay. Proverbs 22:3, it says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, okay. And you people, you Babylonians, are about to be punished, man, for your simplicity, all right. So I got a video, the main video that I want to play here, okay, because it's going down, okay. It's definitely going down, okay. And it says top economist Martin Armstrong's computer warns 2024 will probably be our last election, okay. And we know that the elites are trying to, stir shit up, stir things up, okay, throughout the world, okay, to cause some disruption, all right. They're telling you about, from the year began, they've been telling you about, these Black Swan events, all right. Klaus Schwab has been telling us to prepare, for massive cyber attacks, okay, and all types of things. They've been preparing the people for months. FBI is constantly warning of, terrorist threats, all right. Babylon's enemies coming through the border, all right. Coordinated attacks by, terrorist organizations in Babylon, the Great America, all right. This is all being done by design, okay. This is done by the elites of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right. Satan, the seed of Satan on earth, okay. They're bringing the world down. They're crumbling the planet, man, to bring forth their NWO out of the ashes, man, all right. So I'm gonna play probably because the whole thing is good, the whole entire video is good, honestly, because they get into it, okay. So I'll probably try to play at least 30 minutes of it, 33 minutes, because that's where I stopped. I mean, I watched the whole thing, but at 33 minutes is where I was gonna hit the marker to stop. But I'm gonna let it play majority of the time just so y'all can hear. I'm gonna grab some scriptures, all right, and I'm gonna wrap it up. But these are the times that we're in, okay. These are the times that we're in. We're not in Kansas anymore, okay. Let me just grab the scripture and I'll start off, okay, because Jake don't understand. Jake ain't gonna get it until they get it. Okay. Micah 2:1, it says, woe. Oh no, Slakia, wrong scripture. It's Micah 2:10. But I can read this too. Let me read this first. Micah 2:1, it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And we understand that the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, all right, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And he's the one pushing forth, all right, all this evil and wickedness throughout the earth, all right. These are his snares, his traps, his gins, man, okay, that he's about to snare a lot of people in, especially so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Y'all are going to get caught all up in the middle of this, man, all right. Okay, let me grab this now. All right. Micah 2:10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. You see that? Babylon the Great was never meant to be your rest. Okay? This was a place of judgment for us, man. Of bondage. Okay? Our power put us over here to punish us, man. Okay? And Jake done got comfortable here. All right? But it has completely destroyed you, man. Okay? Micah 2:10, it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. You see? It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. And our people are completely destroyed. All right? From the man to the woman to the child, completely finished. All right? Jake needs the Lord, man. Y'all need Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. Okay? But 2/3 we know ain't gonna get it. All right? And you're gonna be trodden down, man. Okay? So let's start this video. And I'll grab some scriptures and then, hopefully you're edified.
Our computer our computer shows that we're going to be looking at major civil unrest, revolutions, and war. Now, my other concern is what is really behind with these neocons. Um, as you know, I mean, I was behind RFK joining Trump, and my main reason for that is that Bobby was against war, and he also knows about the neocons. All right, so the two of them are the greatest threat to Washington. And I think they finally listened to me, because at the beginning of the year, I said, look, this is going to be the playbook. Biden is not going to be the candidate. He's going to stay there until after the Republican convention. There were two groups at that point. It was Michelle Obama and Hillary. But the neocons basically had all the money raised from Biden, and they just handed it to Camilla because she's an exact carbon copy of what he does.
I'm sure you've seen all these different Democrat officials like Raskin and many others, and the head of the UN Global Rapid Response, Dr. Ryan. We've seen Peter Hotez. I mean, literally 10 clips we played in the last 2 weeks of them saying, when the new pandemic happens, we're going to arrest people that disagree and not just use NATO and the UN to censor people, but we need law enforcement and troops. So for the first time ever, it's not some guy in the backwoods of Tennessee who's been proven right, or East Texas saying the UN's coming. They're literally talking about I-4 foreign troops in America. What the hell is that?
This is why they're letting in all these migrants. All right. And, they're offering them a path to citizenship if you join the military. All right. You can look up an event basically in 532 AD. It's called the Nika Revolt. There were all these people revolting against the emperor, and his wife said, hey, you have a legion outside which are not Greeks. Bring them in and they'll defend you. And they did. They came in and they killed 30-some thousand Greeks. They didn't like them. All right. You basically use an army of a different ethnic group. So if you're raising an army of these new migrants, you now give them authority and you give them guns. All right. They will have no problem arresting and shooting Americans. They will not. Our computer is warning this 2024 election is probably going to be the last one for the country. The country will most likely break up. We're probably looking at the West Coast, becoming one sector, the New England another, and probably the South Texas and up through the Bible Belt, something different. There's a country this divided cannot possibly stand. And what the Democrats have done this time is just over the top. They have no person. I mean, look at Camilla. Nobody was allowed to even be on the primary election. They kicked RFK off. All right. And that was intentional because they knew Biden was not going to be their candidate. All right. So this is the first time in history nobody was ever allowed to vote for even who would be the candidate. This is not democracy. This is not anything. This is basically a usurpation of power. And that's my concern with the neocons. And as I said, with the mercenaries, they can basically now form their own armies without congressional authority. And they could invade, New York City or Washington, D.C. or anything that they wanted.
And he said a lot of things. Okay? And I'm going to get out of this real quick. Okay? We're going to come back there. Okay? Because I've done a lesson on this where basically they're given... I should have had the article, but I got the video. But basically, they were giving migrants weapons, okay? Allowing them to become police officers, allowing them to become, law enforcement, basically, in all different branches, like federal, military, things of that nature, and they're gonna use them, okay? Because basically what the Democrats are doing by giving them all of these benefits, okay, all this money, all this aid, all this, you know, food stamps, things of that nature, they're basically buying off the loyalty of these migrants. So when all hell breaks loose and they decide to come down upon the people with great wrath, okay, these migrants are going to be the ones that's going to be pointing, rifles in your face, okay, and they're going to do it willfully, okay, just like he said. You get you basically get a different nation of people to come down upon another nation of people where they don't have any loyalty to them, you see. So it's easier for them, and whatever the government tell them to do, they gonna do it because the government's giving them shelter, they're giving them money, they're giving them, I believe I heard them say when I was watching the video, that they're gonna give them their green card if they join up with the military and things of that nature. Okay, so they're setting up the perfect scenario for things to go completely left. Okay, and the scriptures speak on that. Okay, let me grab that and let me grab this real quick. Okay, because this is where it's going. All right, and it's all a part of the plan. It is all a part of the plan. Okay, let's get to the point. Isaiah 19. Isaiah 19 and 2, it says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." Babylon, the great America, is about to become a giant battlefield, man. All right? That's what's about to happen. Okay? They're bringing in the northern kingdom. They're bringing in the violent criminals to cause the chaos. Okay? And to disrupt these different cities, these different towns and things of that nature. Okay, they're trying to cause the problem so they could come with the solution. Okay. Let me see this. Okay, Matthew 24:6, Lord Yahushua speaking. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." It says, "For nation shall rise against nation," see, "and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." You see that? So you're going to have people rising up against people. Okay? And I'm going to grab this as well. Okay? Because he said, this place is divided. And just like the movie Civil War, where basically, certain parts of the country basically broke off and did their own thing and basically went up against, they were going up against each other. That's what he's saying is coming. Okay? A civil war type environment. Because this place is completely divided. Okay? And the Lord, that's what he has done. See? It says Mark 3:24, NLT. It says a kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Okay? And that's what's about to happen. This place is about to go out in great violence. You see? Let me grab this. Let's see if I got it up here too. Right? Mark 3:26, Lord Yahushua speaking, it says, "And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end." All right? And we're in the end of Esau Edom's rulership, man. It's about to go out in a blaze of glory, man. All right? Let me also grab this. Matthew 10:34, Lord Yahushua speaking, it says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth." See? "I am come not to send peace, but a sword." The Lord ain't come to send peace, man. He came to send destruction, man. All right? It says, "For I For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, division, and a daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. You see that? And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. You see that? And that's what the Lord has come to do. He has come to set up division. And that's what you see heavily here in Babylon the Great America, especially with this coming election. All right? Heavy division, man. Okay? And this is going to lead, okay, to people picking up swords against each other, man. Let me go here. That's what's going to lead, okay, to this right here. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. People are about to lose it, man. Okay, especially with with these elections going on, this migrant situation. Okay, people are about to lose it. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings or their princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power, because people are gonna start, rising up. All right, combating these violent criminals out of their cities, especially when there's this election go. All hell's about to break loose. You see. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And this is the time we're fastly approaching. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And this is the time that we're fastly approaching. Okay? Once again, they're already saying that it does not matter who wins. Doesn't matter if Trump wins or Kamala wins. Does not matter. Whichever side wins, the other side is going to go up. All right? These Edomites are watching their kingdom fall. You see? Everything is being set up for a recipe for disaster, man. All right? So let's watch this quick video, then we're going to get back into the other video.
So my husband owns a gun shop, and he just called me to tell me that the ATF has made updates to their background check policy, and effective today, they give an exemption to illegal immigrants to be able to purchase firearms. Now, this strangely coincides with California, New York, and Chicago making it legal for illegals to be police officers.
And these are all Democrat-ran states, okay, where they have these draconian measures, okay, basically, they have strict gun laws, so basically the criminals have the weapons, and the citizens don't, It's just, all types of wickedness in these Democrat-ran states, but they want it like that. They want it to be basically, they want Babylon in itself to be a giant Gotham City, man. Okay? Where the criminals run free, okay? And the people are just, prey so that they can come in, okay, with the cape on to save the day, okay? But it's going to lead with you losing your rights. It's going to lead with you, losing freedoms, and eventually bowing that knee and taking that MOTB. All right?
Tell me our government isn't about to pull some shenanigans without telling me our government's about to pull some shenanigans.
I'm so tired of predicting things. It's almost like I can see the future. Or I'm just not a complete dumbass and see exactly what the plan is as they walk us through it. LAPD's first non-citizen police officer is set to graduate from the academy. Not only did I predict that they would be handing them guns and badges to come after you, the American citizens, the taxpayers that pay these people's salaries, they're going to start handing guns and badges to these people. They're going to start recruiting them into the military to come after you. They're going to start handing them the right to vote to change elections in this country. And you're going to pay for it. LAPD moves to accommodate new DACA officers who can't personally own guns. LA's first non-citizen officers are set to graduate from the police academy with unique legal restrictions on their ability to possess firearms. Keep in mind, They're constantly coming after your Second Amendment rights, but now they're handing out border jumpers, weapons, and badges to come after you. And guess what? You pay for it. They're charging you money via taxes, to pay these illegals to carry guns and come after you to take your guns away. Like I said, they're not done. They'll be giving all of them guns and badges, putting them in the military and in squad cars, and coming after you.
Revelation 12:12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time." And this is why these things are happening. Okay? This devil knows what he's doing. He's creating the perfect environment for all hell to break loose, and they understand that the average Babylonian, okay, is not going to turn on each other like that. Okay? The average Babylonian is waking up to the wickedness of their government. They don't trust their government. Okay? So what's the best idea? To get a foreign a nation or a foreign people, give them all types of benefits, give them, all types of aid, give them money, housing, and all types of things like that, and then set them loose, okay, on the people. Okay, give them a job to round the people up. Okay, when all hell breaks loose. Okay, and they're not gonna question anything. They're just gonna do their jobs, because they have a family to feed too, and they come from these poverty-stricken places, man. Okay, so what do you think is gonna happen? All hell is gonna break loose. Okay. And these Babylonians, they ain't gonna stand for it. Okay, I'm gonna grab this. Okay, Psalms 140:1, it says, "Deliver me, O Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man." And the violent man is Esau Edom. Okay, this is all his plan. This is all his snare. Everything about this man is violent. Okay. And he knows that he's going to have to come down with great violence, upon the people. Because they know that these Babylonians, they already know they're about to have a run for their money. Okay, but Esau Edom is going to unleash the full power of the left hand on you Babylonians, man. Okay, especially you Jakes. You see? He's going to open up. Okay? Ecclesiastes 12:1, it says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." And we're very, very close. We're at the door of Jacob's trouble. We're at the door of the evil day. Okay? It is closely at hand, man. And Jake is going to get caught completely off guard, man. Completely off guard. Okay? So let's play a little bit more of this.
While other networks lie to you about what's happening now, InfoWars tells you the truth about what's happening next. Visit Infowars.com/show and share the link today.
Well, we're really blessed to have Martin Armstrong on with us for the balance of the hour, the next 54 minutes. He is an extremely respected economist for 40 years, and he's been coming on the show for more than 20. ArmstrongEconomics.com, ask-socrates.com, and he's with us out of Jay Dyer, coming on with us in the fourth hour. If the callers hold, I will get to you before Jay Dyer. We can even take a few more if folks want to call in. But I read a Zero Hedge article with an interview with him, where he just said a lot of really important things. And everything he said, I personally have hundreds of data points per comment he made that back up, in my own personal opinion, of what's going on. But he has, for decades, very sophisticated, 30 plus years, computer models that have been amongst the most accurate out there. And his computer sees Trump with a win, but there's wild cards of assassination or war. He also says we're looking at a serious civil unrest regardless of who wins. And of course, we've got all these top Democrats saying they want civil war conditions. And so I want to have him expand on these quotes and statements that I saw in the Zero Hedge article, and then add anything else he wants to say about the betting market, saying Trump's now come up to meet her or ahead of her, and then what he thinks the deep state could do to try to wrest victory from the jaws of defeat. So, Martin, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, it's always a pleasure. We are certainly in interesting times, that's for sure.
What do you want to dive into first? I'd like you to flesh out and expand on these points. So what about Trump? What your computer sees, your concerns about seeing pretty much certain civil unrest, and how you see that manifesting?
Yeah, look, and at this point, it doesn't matter who really wins. Neither side is going to accept the result. I mean, that's where we're at this stage in the game. I mean, you just look at the Democratic convention. They threw out Trump's name 329 times. It was just basically a hate fest. So, I mean, our computer has been phenomenal on forecasting politics and wars around the world. I mean, back in 2016, all the polls said Hillary would win. The computer said, nope, sorry, Trump's going to win. 2020, it did show a very tight race, 50-50. This time, it's showing, I am kind of shocked myself, but out of 6 models, only 2 show very, very close race. The rest of them, 2 of them are at, one is at 61%, and the other one's at 59% for Trump. Now, no president has won 60% other than FDR the first time they were in the Great Depression. Then you had Johnson after the Kennedy assassination, which was probably a sympathy vote, and Richard Nixon when he said he was taking us out of Vietnam. If you just look on Wikipedia or whatever at these elections, you'll see Obama won, I think it was 51.5%. This is typical. They get only maybe 1 to 3% max, and they pretend they have this mandate. And the problem we are facing here is that this is a global, our computers monitoring the entire world. And as I said, 60% of the world was going to election here this year. Look at what happened in Europe. All of a sudden, it all flipped to the right, the EU elections. They were shocked. France, the same thing. Look at the UK, conservatives thrown out. And, the left is in there throwing 11-year-old boys in prison for criticizing the government. Over in Asia, you had the Iron Lady. She had to flee the country. She was thrown out. So what the computer is projecting that Trump would win is in accordance to what you're seeing globally. And the only way I think to properly explain it, it's not left versus right. It's pretty much when you look across the board, it's whoever is in power, just throw them out.
That's exactly what I was going to say, is throw out the incumbents, which is beyond a political realignment. It shows extreme anger.
Yes, and it's global. I mean, as you know, we've got offices everywhere.
See, these, the people of the world, okay, they're realizing that their governments are completely corrupt. This is why you're seeing uproars of the people throughout the earth. Okay, this is why, you're having these civil wars going on in Bangladesh and in Africa and in certain places around the world where people are sedition. Okay, because people are seeing, okay, that their government is not for them. Okay, and this is all a plan of the elites, man. Okay, to bring the squeeze on the people, okay, so they can bring forth this new system, this new way, all right, this digital system, all right, which is going to bring forth that MOTB, okay. Let me grab this. Second Ezra 9:1, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and this is what we're witnessing. We're witnessing all of these things, man. All right? Earthquakes in diverse places, the uproars of the people, okay? People coming up against their government, okay? Then, it says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. It says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And this is what we're watching right before our eyes. All right, we're watching the end being manifested. All right, we're watching the end of the Gentile rulership. Okay, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. This is what we're watching. Okay, Esau's about to run off a cliff. He's about to realize he's not in control, man. Okay, and this is what's happening.
From China to Dubai, and we hear the same complaint against government. I mean, the issue may differ, but there isn't anybody that's happy with their governments anymore. And I mean, just look at what's going on in the UK. It's insane. They want to, extradite people for criticizing their government from foreign countries. They think this is like the British, Empire is resurrected or something, and they control the entire world.
So what we're seeing, as you're saying, Martin, and correct me if I'm wrong, and continue, please, is that you have desperate power structures resorting to totalitarianism as there is a global awakening and an uprising against the establishment, no matter whether it's left or right.
Yes, it's everywhere.
All right, and let me just grab this real quick. I'm going to grab the definition as well. Okay, because this is what we're seeing. Okay. Okay, let me read this real quick. Let's get the point. 2 Ezra 15 and 16, it says, for there shall be sedition. See that? For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the courses of their actions shall stand in their power. Nobody's listening to the presidents, no authority. Okay, they're doing their own thing. People are tired of these people, ruling over their lives in wickedness, man. Okay, while they get richer, these people getting poorer, and they're doing majority of the work. Okay, their government's making back deals, okay, to destroy the people, to sell out their own people. Okay, this complete wickedness is going on throughout the earth. Okay, because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay, and Esau, Edom is who sits upon the seas, the people, man. All right, this damn devil, man. This is why he needs to be taken out of the way. Okay, I'll just start another scripture. Hold on, let me just throw it up there real quick, and I'll get the definition for sedition. Okay. This is happening because the righteous rulers are not in place. Okay, you got a wicked rulership ruling the earth, man. Okay, sedition, got a definition here. It says sedition, it says the crime of creating a revolt, disturbance, or violent, it says, or violence against lawful civil authority with the intent to cause its overthrow or destruction, compared criminal, sadism, sabotage. All right, let me see if I can get a better definition right there. Yep, there we go. Sedition, it says incitement of resistance. See, incitement of resistance to or insurrection against a lawful authority. And we know that this authority is not lawful, it's wicked. This is why the people are revolting against it, because if it was righteous, all right, the people wouldn't be having this type of energy towards them. Okay, let me grab this scripture. Okay, Proverbs 29:2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And this is what we're witnessing. Okay, the righteous is not in authority, so the people are not rejoicing at the moment. You see? The wicked is bearing rule. This is why the people are mourning. All right. This is why the people are languishing. Okay. This is why there's uproars of the people. This is why there's sedition. Okay. This is why people, they live on an earth that gives them everything they need. Okay. But because the elites have hoarded all the resources to themselves and funnel it to the people piece by piece, the people can't, they don't have enough. They never have enough. They never, could, fully be full. Okay. They can never be fully full, man. Okay. They don't have enough. Okay. Because these elites they've taken it, all right, onto themselves. They've hoarded it onto themselves, man. Okay. Let me see this real quick. Let me see. Yep. Job 20 and 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. When this devil think that he got everything under wraps, he think he gonna have his NWO, is coming to a close, it's about to be complete. He gonna be in straits, man. It says every hand of the wicked, and the word wicked there means the laborer, okay, the wretched one, okay, shall come upon him. Okay. It says when he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he's eating. The Lord gonna slap that fork and spoon out his hand, right when he think he about to get everything that he want, right when he thinks he about to fulfill this NWO. All right, the Lord is gonna intervene, okay, and he's gonna realize that he's not in control, man. Okay, but the people are gonna come up against him, man. Right? Let's see this. Okay. The people are going to rise up against him because he's wicked. All right. Job 20 and 27, it says, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity. Okay. The Lord has made Esau bare, man. All right. He can't hide himself anymore. We know who the wicked is, man. Okay. It says, and the earth shall rise up against him. Okay. Everywhere you look, these devils are being caught out. Right? You even got his people right now calling them out right now. Just like it tells you here. You see? Grab it real quick. Let's get to the point. Psalm 64 and 8, it says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All them that see them shall flee away. You see? His own people, his own kind is basically snitching on him and telling, speaking of his wickedness, man, and bringing it to the forefront. Okay? Because they dipped off with the blessing on him, man. Okay? And you got a bunch of angry, low-class Edomites, man, that was about to lose their minds about this election. All right, because they're watching their country, their blessing, their portion be taken from them, man, by the elites. Okay, and they're about to give. They're gonna give hell for this, man. All right.
It's not a single philosophy per se. It's just whoever was in power, throw them out, and this is pretty much what you're seeing. Yeah, the danger is that most of your revolutions throughout history really come from the left. They sell this idea that they are the victims. And, I can't get ahead in life because you have more money than me. That's basically what it comes down to. 1848, there was a big communist sweep throughout Europe. Started in Sicily, went all the way through just about every government. And it changed the government successfully in France. Even what started the hyperinflation in Germany. Most people don't look at the facts. In 1918, there was a revolution. Again, a communist revolution. And what did they do? They asked Russia to even come in and take Germany. They wanted to join the the communists there in 1917. And that was the Weimar Republic. And they ended up people fleeing putting their money in every other currency but Germany. And that's what created the hyperinflation. In December of 1922, the government was so desperate, they confiscated 10% of everybody's assets in the banks. And they gave you a bond, which they, of course, they defaulted on. I mean, if the government here today just said, oh, well, we need money, so we're going to take 10% of what you have in the bank. Right there, and so it's not really just you'll own nothing and be happy. It's you'll own nothing, shut up, and you'll be happy, pretty much. And there, whenever government is losing power, and they all know they're losing power, all right, they do get much more authoritarian, and this is the real problem. When you look at Russia, a lot of people don't know the history of Russia. But Lenin, okay, he led,
And I'm gonna just stop there because he gonna go into different other historical things, and and he's gonna still get good points. It's going into a good point. But I didn't want to run this lesson too long. But once again, all right, this is what it's called. All right, top economist Martin Armstrong's computer warns 2024 will probably be our last election. All right, and this is on Bandit, okay, the Alex Jones show. But you heard what he said, okay, because they know their time is short. Okay, the earth is rising up against them. Okay, they're in straits. Okay. The Lord is putting them in a difficult place. They're about to be in a difficult place when they think that they have this NWO. Okay, they got the people right where they want them. Okay, the Lord is gonna put him in a place of difficulty, man. All right, and the Lord is gonna slap that fork and spoon out his hand while right before he's about to get that last scoop up. The Lord gonna disappoint him, man. All right. Revelations 12:12, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. And this is why we're seeing everything ramp up the way it is. All right? That's why you need to prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, and seek the Lord, and pray for mercy, Read this again in Job. Job 20:22, it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. The Lord's gonna put him in a place of difficulty. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. See, it says when he's about to fill his belly, right, when he think he gonna fulfill this NWO, all right, his enterprise, it says Yahweh Shemel Shai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. You see, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through, the thermonuclear missiles, man. Right? It's going to destroy this place, man. And everything that he hoped for, everything that, this whole NWO is going to be come to naught, man. All right? But this devil is going to be able to get this off of the, get the NWO off the ground, so to speak, because people are going to be, getting MOC, C-hipped up. All right. So let me get out of this here. Okay, because like I'm saying, even with the situation here, okay, you got to walk circumspect. Let me grab the scripture. Okay, because we're in these are the perilous times that we're in, man. All right. Okay, because something is definitely going on. All right, something ain't right. Ephesians 5 and 15, it says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. All right, you're supposed to be redeeming the time, man. Using this grace period to repent, turn back unto Yahweh B'Shem El Shai. All right, try to get yourself right, speaking first and foremost for myself, man. All right, because we all got our own battles in this truth, man. You know? But you're supposed to be paying attention to what's going on, paying attention to your surroundings, all right? This devil has set up, you know, nothing but snares and gins and traps for us, man. All right? To overthrow us, man. All right? Okay? The time that we're in is evil. Okay? Jeremiah 30 and 4, it says, and these are the words that the Lord Yahweh B'Shem El Shai spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. All right, you 12 tribes. It says, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh B'Shem El Shai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear and not of peace. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. And Esau's about to lose his mind. Okay? He's about to come down with the full force of the left hand, man. Okay? He's about to get busy. The Lord's about to give him the green light, man. All right? It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And we're fastly approaching, all right, Jacob's trouble, man. All right, but he shall be saved out of it. The elect, all right, will be preserved in this time. Okay, of course, you're going to have some martyrs, but for the most part, the majority of the elect will be preserved, man. All right. So let me just grab this last video, okay? Because these are the times that we're in. All right, these are the times that are fastly approaching. This devil, you know, he's about to move, okay? A lot of weird things is going on. All right, that's why you gotta, you know, stay circumspect, paying attention to what's going on. And there's so much going on. But like Elder Yashamamba always say, you know, thank Yahweh B'Shem El Shai that there's a body. So whatever you don't catch, they got it. You know, so, you know, just keep watching. All right. So I'm gonna just grab this last video here. Okay, because we're in those perilous times. Okay, prepare for, you know, some major Black Swan event. Some major event is coming. Something major is coming. All right, that's gonna, you know, it's gonna turn this place upside down, man. All right, and hell is gonna break loose in chaos and madness. All right. Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Okay, and 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, as well as these Babylonians, are about to be severely punished, man. All right. Severely punished. You got the man on the highways and hedges. You got these videos going out, lessons going out, constantly warning. The scriptures tell you that the Lord said to give them warning from me. All right. But y'all not hearkening unto that warning. Okay, so you're going to have to, like I said yesterday, like my father used to say, who don't hear will feel. Okay, and y'all are going to unfortunately have to feel. All right.
But what is the best way to sell big government and then world government to a people like ours, historically devoted to an independent republic of limited powers? The answer is simple. In revolutionary literature, the tactic is known as pressure from above and below. It's the strategy that Colonel House laid down in his book, Philip Drew, Administrator. Deliberately create problems, and then offer only those solutions that result in the expansion of government. Create conditions so frightful at home and abroad that the abandonment of personal liberties and national sovereignty will appear as a reasonable price for a return to domestic tranquility and world peace. If those who seek world dominion can stimulate leftist mobs into violent confrontation with local law enforcement, and also provide exhaustive news coverage so that the entire nation can see and tremble, then the peaceful and freedom-loving majority can be programmed to accept a vast expansion of government powers and even a national police force, offered supposedly to end the violence. If those who seek world dominion can raise the specter of an enemy armed to the teeth with superior atomic weapons on the verge of launching a nuclear holocaust, and also offer world government as the prevention, then millions of Americans can be programmed to accept the loss of national sovereignty as our last best hope for peace. This is the meaning of pressure from above and below. To put over police state measures at home, they need chaos, crime, and anarchy in the streets. To sell the idea of world government, they need the constant threat of nuclear war. Or, as they say in revolutionary circles, the real action is in the reaction.
All right, and this is what we're constantly seeing. Everything he just said is what we're constantly seeing. And he said something funny in there that also in the video, that's why I should go check that video out on the Alex Jones, on the Bandit. He basically was saying that it's always the left. All right, it's always the left. Like you see, like the right wing, left wing. It's always the left wing that bugs out. All right, and no matter what what regime, basically, it's always the left wing that always bugs out and does something crazy and causes hell and havoc. You see, and we know that the left, they're completely bugged out. All right. They're taking shooting, going in the gun range now. Okay, it's about to go down, man. Okay, and a lot of you jakes are gonna get caught all up in the middle of it, man. All in the middle, because you're too busy doing hookah, twerking, planning your next vacation, going to school. Okay, planning your birthday, running the money up your hand, thinking you that nigga, thinking you that woman. A lot of y'all gonna get put to death, man. All right, y'all gonna get caught all up in the chaos, man. All right, because you do not have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to keep you stable. And a lot of y'all don't fear the Lord, man, and that's what it starts with, man. And that's why a lot of y'all are gonna perish on this side. All right, and y'all are gonna bow the knee. Okay, lest ye repent. All right. Ecclesiastes 12:1. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." And the Lord's about to say he don't got no pleasure in you 2/3, man. All right, and he's gonna let his sword do the talking on the left hand. All right, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. Ecclesiasticus 5:7. "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai come forth, and in thy security, when you least expect it, thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance." And with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and sincerity unto the elect. Shalom.